Chicago, you have won my heart. What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon, good morning, good night. This is basically going to be a recap of how I got from Omaha, Nebraska to Chi-Town, Illinois. So basically, I was ready to bounce, and so I packed all my stuff and was getting ready to say goodbye to Omaha, Nebraska. But before that, it kind of got a little interesting, right? Because now I want to go to Chicago, but the question is, how do I get there? But I look more into it, and apparently you have to have a negative test result at least 72 hours prior before you travel, whatever, right? And so I'm like, all right, cool, not a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and be in Omaha, Nebraska, walk to my local Walgreens. So I get there, I talk to the lady in the front. She says they don't do same day appointments, you gotta schedule it online. So then I walk back to the hotel, make my appointment online for the next day, the first thing in the morning, and I miss it. And I'm like, bro, now what? So then I do further research and I look more into it, and according to the list of states that are basically required a negative test result or require quarantine, Nebraska is on that list, but Iowa is not. So then I look more into it and I try to find airports in Iowa that take me from there to Chicago, right? And I stumbled upon Des Moines International Airport. And then right below that search was a bus that takes you there for way cheaper. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And boom, I buy my ticket, I print it out, and I check out from the hotel to leave that very same night, and I save a few $100 in the meantime, so it's all good. And boom, I get to the station, I find out it's about a 2-hour drive from Omaha to Des Moines, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just chill. Meanwhile, on that flight, I have to look up more information because I want to know how I can get from Des Moines, Iowa to Chicago, so I look up the flights. And I found one, and as affordable as it was, it would have me go from Des Moines, Iowa on a 2.5-hour flight down to Dallas with a 3-hour layover, then another 3.5 hours up back to Chicago in almost a full day. And I'm like, bruh, I don't know if I really want to do that. And as I'm thinking this, the bus announcer goes, boom, hey, what's going on, everybody? Whatever, we're almost to Des Moines, and transfer here for 3 other cities. And the 3 other cities that he said were Kansas City, Minneapolis, and Chicago. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. And so from then on, I go to the bus driver, I ask him, yo, how do I take the bus to Chicago? He's like, oh, you can just pay me right here, right now, and you can stay in your seat, and we're gonna go on this very same bus. So I'm just like, fam, say less, please. So whatever, I pay him in cash, he keeps the change as a tip, I don't care, and boom, I stay in my seat the whole time. And then he tells me that it's gonna be a 5-hour bus ride with only one stop. So we stop at Des Moines, we pick up a few new people, and we ride out into the wilderness. I ended up getting a new neighbor, and he was a pretty cool dude, and we ended up watching Gordon Ramsay on his laptop on Hulu. And then homeboy falls asleep on my shoulder, and then I'm like, nah fam, chill with that, please. Given what's going on in the world, we are already too close for comfort. The comforter is the job of the Holy Ghost. And yeah, we arrived to Chi-Town safely. I find out I'm about 3 minutes away from my hotel, and I start walking. Mind you, by this time it's about like 5 a.m. and I go to the front desk, and the woman tells me we're not gonna have any rooms available until maybe 9 or 10. And I'm like, dog, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm sleepy, and I'm thirsty. Because of course, I wasn't gonna fall asleep on the bus. But essentially, I have no choice. I gotta wait another 4 or 5 hours. And so, because they can't confirm that I was a guest, I left my stuff in the back office. I take my wallet, take my phone, take my charger, and I start walking Chicago. And yo, it is beautiful here, man. And I'm like, let me just walk back to the hotel. And by around this time, it's like maybe 8:30, around there exactly. And then the worker there, she was like, hey, you know what? Let me double check and see if we have anything available for you. And boom, they got something available, and I get a free upgrade to a 2-bedroom. So I take a shower, knocked out, woke up, explored some more, because it's still pretty early. It's like around maybe 1 or 2 p.m. by now. But come back to the telly, and I just chill the rest of the day. And for the most part, here is some extra B-roll footage that I filmed of Chicago. Please be warned that I'm not the best of filmmakers when it comes to like vlogs and stuff and like recording, because it was all on my phone. So the footage might be interesting, but enjoy. Listo, dale hermanos y hermanas, cuídense. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay blessed.